Hi, Morah Deb here. Today I'm going to be reading a story about Shavuot, or the old-fashioned pronunciation is Shavuos. So this holiday begins 7 weeks ago when we had Passover. Passover, as you know, is a celebration of when the Israelites fled Egypt and were freed, and Moses led them across a desert. At the end of 7 weeks following Passover is the holiday of Shavuot, and that is the most important day because it's the day that we believe we received the 10 Commandments, which, as you know, give us ideas about the best way to live our lives. So we're going to be reading about this little girl, Sadie, who, with her class, reenacts the day that we got the 10 Commandments. This book is written by Jamie Korngold and illustrated by Julie Fortenberry. And I read this book with the permission of Carben. And as we can see, Sadie's a little girl. It looks like maybe she's in her playroom or a school. She likes to build with blocks. There's books, of course, and trucks. Sadie loved school. And it says Temple Beth El. She loved the Hebrew songs they sang during music, the tall climbing gym they played on outside, the feathery red hats in the dress-up corner, and the stacks of smooth wooden blocks on the toy shelf. She loved the boys and girls in her class, and she especially loved her teacher, Morah Deb. One Monday morning at circle time, Morah Deb said to the class, "Friday is Shavuot, the day the Jewish people received the 10 Commandments." She told them how Moses climbed all the way up to the top of Mount Sinai. When he came down 40 days later, he was carrying 2 tablets with God's law, she explained. "What a big mountain that must have been," thought Sadie. "To reach all the way up to God, I don't think I could ever climb a mountain that big." "This year," said Morah Deb, "we will spend the week getting ready for Shavuot, and then on Friday, Rabbi Jamie will lead us on a hike up our own Mount Sinai." All the children clapped with excitement. All except Sadie. She hated hiking. Her hiking boots always hurt her feet. Her backpack was always too heavy, and there were never enough snacks. Anyway, she was sure that by Friday she would have a stomachache. On Tuesday morning, Morah Deb taught the children how to make walking sticks. Moses carried a big staff, or a big stick, which helped him get to the top of that big mountain. The walking sticks will help us when we climb. Sadie decorated her walking stick with pink paint and red glitter. But she thought to herself, "I'm sure I won't need it. I could never climb a mountain as big as the one Moses climbed. Anyway, I'm sure by Friday I'll come down with chicken pox." On Wednesday, Morah Deb explained that the 10 Commandments teach us how to get along with other people and God. They tell us not to steal or to lie, to listen to our parents, and to celebrate Shabbat, she said. We need these rules to get along and to help each other. "Does that mean the other boys and girls would help me if I have trouble climbing the mountain?" Sadie wondered. "I could never climb a mountain as big as the one Moses climbed. Anyway, I'm sure by Friday I'll have poison ivy." On Thursday, the children made the batter and filling for the blintzes they would eat at the top of the mountain. As they stirred the eggs and the cheese together, Sadie thought, "I love blintzes, but I don't think I can climb a mountain." as big as the one that Moses climbed. Anyway, she was sure that by Friday she would have the flu. On Friday morning, Sadie woke up. She checked all over her body for spots. Nothing. She did not have chicken pox or poison ivy. She did not have a stomach ache or the flu. Sadie didn't even have a sniffle. When Sadie arrived at school, Rabbi Jamie and Morah were waiting in the classroom to lead the children on the hike. Everyone was wearing sturdy shoes and carrying walking sticks. Everyone was excited. Everyone but Sadie. She stood apart from her friends and worried. Rabbi Jamie saw how scared Sadie looked. She knelt down beside her and asked what was wrong. "I don't think I can climb a mountain as big as the one that Moses climbed," Sadie whispered. "But Sadie," said Rabbi Jamie, "you're good at climbing. You have a walking stick to lean on. Your friends will be there to help you. And don't forget, we'll have blintzes to eat when we get to the very top." Rabbi Jamie took Sadie by the hand. "Come outside with me." She pointed across the playground to the mountain they would climb. It was a hill right behind the synagogue where the children played after Shabbat services. "That's our Mount Sinai," she said. "Why, it isn't such a big mountain after all," Sadie exclaimed. "Rabbi, that mountain's not big enough to be Mount Sinai." "Actually," explained the rabbi, "Mount Sinai was not a very big mountain. It wasn't even the biggest mountain in the area. God chose a small mountain to teach us that anyone can climb high enough to reach God." Sadie knew she could reach the top of this Mount Sinai, and together she and her classmates climbed to the very top, giggling and skipping all the way. Looks like they're having a lot of fun. Oh, look, they're eating their blintzes, which is sort of like a pastry filled with cheese and fruit. The end.